Sketchbook Fridays. What is it all about? Well, Sketchbook Friday is about you deciding what you would like to work on and what mediums you want to use, what materials you want to use, and how you would like to be creative on that day. I'm going to show you some examples of some other sketchbooks from students in the past, and you can kind of see some of the things that happens in a sketchbook. It can be a place to practice some skills on some drawings that you might want to work on, to try out painting or pastels or whatever it is that you have at home for materials that you want to use and kind of work on. Not every page turns out great. There's practice pages. There's pages that get started and don't get finished. There's pages just to doodle on and see how the pencil works or the pen works or the paint works or whatever it happens to be. Some pages work out and are a finished artwork, and some of them are starts and ways to practice. And that's what a sketchbook is a place to practice and a place for you to try out and learn what it is that you want to be working on. A messy sketchbook is a well-used sketchbook, so if it's falling apart, that probably means that it's more loved and more well-used, and those are always the best ones. Doing the cover of your sketchbook is always fun too, and just thinking about the topics that you want to explore and the ideas that you want to explore. You can be putting pages in that you find from other places or other things that you happen to be working on. You're not sure where to start sometimes? Grab a roll of tape, put some tape in your book, and just start painting on the page. I'm going to give you some ideas of other things. Did you know that you can paint with food coloring? You want to be really careful because it can be really messy and you use just a tiny, tiny bit of it, but it gives such a bold and a bright color. So if you don't have paint at home, food coloring in your closet, in your kitchen cupboards, and you can give that a try. So that's another idea for you guys. Did you also know that you can paint with tea or coffee? So if you make a really concentrated coffee or tea, that you can color your paper with it. Think outside the box in terms of not always something in a book. You can be making things out of yarn or wool. These pom-poms are just a fun thing. You can look up a tutorial online. If you do any beading or crocheting or knitting or things like that, those can be things that you can be doing on the sketchbook day. Weaving is really hot right now and kind of trendy. If you want to try out a weave, then that can be a thing that you can do on your sketchbook day. And then the gallery sharing space in our teams is where we can be sharing what we're doing on the Sketchbook Fridays. And so you're encouraged to be sharing anything to do with the art that you do on those Sketchbook Fridays.